should you be doing your sadhana at the same time every day?
So, as a beginner, I would recommend do the sadhana at a fixed time. The japmala that you're doing with the jap, don't wear it. The japmala, when you do, keep it with the deity only. Do it at the fixed time. If you're completely new, don't worry about anything. Get the image of the deity, do the japmala, put the diya, do the japmala at a fixed time. Close your eyes and meditate. And do that as a routine. Then you think that, you know what, abhi saturation aa gaya, I can't do anything more. Then increase one count, one mala. Then after that, also when you think that, okay, this is easy, first Namah Shivaya loudly, then slowly. Then mind. It will get difficult, you'll realize. But the problem is, again, I come to the same point, it should not get monotonous.
This is what appeals to me about Tantra based practices, because I've been in multiple meditation schools, and my issue there, maybe because of my personality, was that it's starting to get monotonous. Tantra doesn't seem monotonous. Tantra seems like you have to level up your own effort.
So, it is said only after mantra you can use yantra. And something very interesting about mantras, we chant mantras. Now you're telling me, Bhavesh, chant a mantra. But every mantra has an akshar and color. That is there.
Color.
Every mantra has a color also. Now, bija mantras I'm talking about in tantric point of view. And every mantra has important points like the rishi who gave the mantra. Second, the chandas, the meter, the layer of the mantra. Third is the male deity. Fourth is the female deity. Fifth is the bija. And the last is the kilaka, the pin of the mantra. Now, while doing jap, that is the reason we chant so many times. While chanting so many times, we unlock the mantra and the consciousness is experienced. So, in Tantra has a certain rule, regulation, certain understanding. Every mantra has Shakti also. Every mantra has Bija also. And every mantra has a lock. By doing Purusharan, you open it. And that Devta is experienced.
Couple of questions, okay?
Yes.
And these are sort of FAQs. Can you get to the end of where Tantra is supposed to take you without a guru?
There are very, very rare cases where the Devi herself becomes your guru. Like Thakurji. The Devi was always there from childhood. But when Totapuriji came and told, cut her, then infinite ho gaya. But the Devi was there. Secondly, when you walk on the path of Tantra, the Guru will come. At the right time, do the bit. Again, charge you, leave you. Charge you, leave you. And they operate in many ways. But I personally believe whatever I have understood on the path of Tantra, never let go of your deity. Hold on, because only your mantra will save you.
Okay. A second FAQ.
Yeah.
This is an FAQ that comes to me a lot, not online, but offline. One, I see a lot of people getting into Bhairav Sadhana.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that this kind of sadhana appeals to them is because there aren't restrictions on alcohol consumption or meat consumption, which stops a lot of people from entering other spiritual paths.
Yeah.
How come there's no restriction on alcohol and meat?
See, Bhairav Sadhana, Bhairav Baba is that deity who will listen to you very fast. Even in Bhairav, there are other kinds of Bhairav. But my point is, when you're taking alcohol or when you're taking any meat, depending upon the swabhava of the disciple, that should be done. Otherwise, that will cause hindrance on your path. If I'm a Pashu Sadhak, I'm very into tamas and all. If I start taking alcohol, I'll become more into this. So that is the time where the Guru comes into play. And again, as I mentioned last time, alcohol is not the alcohol that we take. The alcohol was specially made as Aushadhi. And the meat that we talk, there are few tantric texts which make it very clear that no red meat is allowed. In few Tantra Sampradaya, fish is taken. White meat is taken. But red meat is not allowed. And meat at a higher level is anna and grain. So that awareness should come. They eat ginger thinking that is meat, so that the bhav changes from rajas to sattva and all. So that is very, very dangerous. People take it because it is very fascinating. And the problem is, even in Bhairav Sadhana, if you're doing something, after a while you will need guidance. Saturation aa jayega.
Okay. One other angle I had with this question is, I'm talking about the average urban person who goes out on Saturday, goes out for a drink, goes out for a meal where you're ending up eating, say, mutton or chicken. But they also want to begin Bhairav Sadhana or go deeper into it at a beginner level?
Not possible. I would not recommend. First, understand who Bhairav is. First, understand what sadhana is done. Panchamakara comes very late.
Here I'm not. I'm talking just from
even
lifestyle.
normally, even from lifestyle, that is not applicable at all.
Hmm.
For them, they have to follow yam, niyam, balancing of senses. Because if you're thinking of doing Bhairav sadhana in the evening, going out and having meat, it doesn't matter. It is not going to come to an understanding.
So you're saying that consumption of alcohol or meat for fun or for your senses will come in the way of your sadhana?
It will. It will. But the beauty is at the same time, that sadhana will move you away also from this. It is your conviction and that faith that you have that Bhairav will manage. Okay. But what I'm trying to get you very right, that people are just having it and then doing it won't work.
Okay.
It won't work. That mentality should change. Because starting point of Tantra is Shuddhi. Purity of the body, purity of deity, purity of mantra. Then that connection nahi hai. And first understanding what is Sadashiv and what is Mahamaya. Then only ye sab start hota hai.
Okay. I know that there are some sampradayas.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Sampradaya. You're good. Yes.
It means like school.
Yes. Schools or lineages or practices, whatever. Traditions.
Where, and I have friends in some of these, where during some of the meditation sessions, before the meditation, they actually given some bhang.
Again, there are. That is. But again, I come back to the same thing depending upon the sabhava habit. For example, I am very, very, very ultra hyper and I have something which will make me more ultra hyper, my sadhana will go on a toss. But if I take it with the right awareness and use it as an aushadhi and then do sadhana on it, but the guru also will give you something more to balance it out. That is how it works.
So under the tutelage of a guru?
Yes. Okay. Because he knows what you need. Okay. And he knows the quantity also what you need to get you there.
Okay. If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.